All right, now that you have solved problem string number 2, 3, and 4 on your own, let's go ahead and look at how Miss Beeman did it. Now, Miss Beeman might have a different strategy than you, but if we got the same answer, that is okay. Remember our different strategies? We could have done our doubling, our halving, and then we also could have done our counting back strategy as well. So let's go ahead and look at problem number 2 and how Miss Beeman would have done it. So I'm going to first label my rows and my columns. Remember, our rows go left to right, so I'm going to label 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Remember, I couldn't just count all of these boxes because I have this flag in the way. So I was able to just count my rows. I'm going to count my columns now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 rows and 6 columns. So I know that multiplication problem is going to be 6 times 6. But I don't know what that equals. In my last problem, I saw that I knew it got me to 6 times 5. So I know what 6 times 5 is, which is 30. But I'm still trying to figure out what 6 times 6 is. What if I added another group of 6 to that? Then I would have 6 groups of 6. So I would have 1 group right here, 2 groups right here, 3 groups right here, 4 groups right here, and 5 groups right here. I know that equals 30. Then I need to add another group of 6. So I know that 6 times 1 equals 6. So all I need to do is add these two together, both of our products or our answers together, to figure that out. So I knew that nothing was changing. There were still 6 in each group. I just added another group, which would be 6. So 30 plus 6 is 36. I did that counting on strategy for this one. If you have a different strategy, I want you to tell me in your slide what strategy you used. I'm moving on to number 3. If you do not have number 2 correct, I want you to pause the video and record it. I'm moving on to problem number 3. Oh man, there's something in the way. But I know that I can look on the other side for my rows and my columns. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to label my rows 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 rows. Then label my columns 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So my equation is 4 times 6. I'm very unsure about that. But I know my 5's facts. If I were to say there were 4 groups of 5, I could say there was 5, 10, 15, 20, and then 25. Let's just go back. Ms. Beeman is being silly. I know that I can use my number line to figure this out. So I know I can start at 0. I know I'm going to hop 4 groups with 6 in each. So I'm going to add 6, which will get me to 6. I can add another 6, which will get me to 12. I can add another 6, which will get me to 18. Then one more 6, I can get to 24. So I'm able to use my number line as a strategy to figure that out. Or I could say it was skip counting because I'm skip counting by 6's. So I can say 24 is my answer. If you don't have this strategy or you got the wrong answer, please record it. All right, I'm on to number 4. Oh man, this one looks really tricky. There's some boxes in the way, but I know that there are some mailboxes behind that. I can go ahead and say that there are going to be 2 mailboxes because I can see that there's a slight one right here and then there has to be another one right there. So I already have 2 rows. I'm going to say 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then I'm going to count my columns 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. To figure this out, I have to write my multiplication problem first. 8 times 6. Whoa. We haven't worked with those problems yet, but I can sure figure it out. I can see that let me change this color. I'm going to change my color to yellow. However we do this, yellow. I'm going to make this bigger. Or how about let's mark up? That's going to be the easiest. I can see that I have a multiplication equation right here. So what I highlighted yellow, what is that as a multiplication equation? I see that it is 5, undo. I see that is 5 times 6 that I highlighted in yellow. Then let's go ahead and look at the rest of it. Now it's not going to be 6 times 8 because look at my rows that I have actually highlighted. That's 3 rows times 6. I know 5 plus 3 is going to get me 8 though. And I didn't change how many is in each row. There's still 6 in each row. So this is going to help me. I know that I can count by 5s to figure out how many are in each. So I'm going to count by 5 6 times. I can do that on my hands because I know my 5 facts. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So I know 5 times 6 equals 30. Then I need to figure out 3 times 6. In order to do that, I can use a number line and do my skip counting. I have my 0. I know I'm going to hop 6 3 times, so I can say plus 6 is going to get me to 6. Plus 6 is going to get me to 12. And then plus 6 more is going to get me to 18. So now I need to figure out what is 30 plus 18. I can do that on a number line. Look at Miss Beeman's number line all squiggly. So I'm going to start out at 30, and I'm going to hop 10 to get to that friendly number of 40. Then I'm going to hop 8 to get to 48. So 8 times 6 is 48. If you got this wrong, you don't have the right answer, I want you to stop and record this. Even if you did get the right answer, I want you to stop and record this because this is our new strategy as well.